Shakespeare's villains are some of the most captivating and complex characters in literature. Unlike the one-dimensional, mustache-twirling baddies of lesser stories, his villains are nuanced, deeply flawed individuals, often driven by understandable desires and motivations. Here are some of the key ways Shakespeare designed his villains. Shakespeare vividized portraying his villains as pure evil. He gave them internal struggles, doubts, and even occasional moments of conscience. Iago, for example, justifies his treachery with twisted reasoning, while Lady Macbeth grapples with guilt and remorse for her actions. This complexity makes them more than just obstacles for the heroes. They become characters we can understand and even empathize with. Shakespeare went beyond the typical villainous motivations of power or wealth. He explored deeper emotions like jealousy, revenge, ambition, and even love gone wrong. Claudius in Hamlet yearns for the throne, but also harbors resentment towards his brother, while Richard III is driven by a twisted sense of self-worth and a desire to prove himself despite his physical deformity. This depth of motivation makes their actions more believable and tragic. Shakespeare crafted distinct voices for his villains, often revealing their character through their use of language. Iago's sardonic wit hides his evil intentions, while Lady Macbeth's feverish, poetic pronouncements betray her inner turmoil. These linguistic choices highlight the villains' personalities and motivations, making them even more vivid on stage. Many of Shakespeare's villains possess a fatal flaw, a weakness that ultimately leads to their downfall. Macbeth's ambition, Iago's cynicism, and Claudius's envy sow the seeds of their own destruction. This adds a layer of tragedy to their stories, showing how even seemingly powerful individuals can be undone by their own flaws. Shakespeare often used his villains as foils to his heroes, highlighting the latter's virtues by contrasting them with the villain's vices. Hamlet's indecisiveness is thrown into sharper relief by Iago's ruthless pragmatism, while Othello's trusting nature becomes even more tragic when juxtaposed with Iago's treachery. This use of contrast makes both the hero and the villain more compelling. Don't forget, Shakespeare wrote for the stage. He crafted his villains to be dramatic and captivating, giving them memorable speeches, monologues, and even soliloquies that reveal their inner thoughts and motivations. These theatrical elements make the villains come alive on stage and ensure they hold the audience's attention. Do you have a specific Shakespearean villain you're interested in learning more about? I'd be happy to delve deeper into their design and motivations.